Hey there, I'm herbalist Molly Stroud, and I am here with a message today about the internet, cognitive dissonance, understanding others, and hopefully it's something that will help some people. So, I'm going to explain what started an interesting experience, I will say, and then hopefully we can lead into like how to be and how to not be. So, you know, let me, I don't know if I want to go into what first. So I almost never get on Instagram. I like my Facebook on occasion. I'm never on Instagram. I don't do Snapchat. TikTok is like, yeah, I like to post to TikTok, but I don't really like to watch TikToks because, yeah, you know. I'll say this why. Let's start with the why, because that's also part of this. So, I have had a different upbringing. I am probably neurodivergent. I've been tested clinically at least 3 times. Once was a neurologist who was particularly interested in my mind, but so let's just get this out there. So I have an IQ between 130 and 145. And for generalization purposes, let's bring it down to the lowest number. Okay, 130. Right. I want you to understand that certain things in social situations and in life can be very challenging for people with a high intellect because they don't necessarily think the same way that the average person does. So the average person operates around 100. Okay. Now, the difference between 100 and 130 is the same difference between 100 and 70. And a 70 is probably technically unable to care for themselves or pretty challenged in caring for themselves, outside of assistance. They might not be able to read, certain things like that. So, in a society, we have to understand that there are people from all different backgrounds and that not everyone is going to think the same as us, right? So, I had a run in with a little bit of stupidity, and that's the best way I can put it because the whole thing is. So, linked to Instagram for whatever reason, something popped up. Clicked on a notification, and there's a woman boiling Crocs shoes in a pot on the stove to shrink them for a child. Now, the immediate reaction is number one, why are you boiling plastic styrofoam, honey? Like, first of all, that's toxic. It's poisonous gas that you're making, and you're breathing that in, which isn't helping the mindset whatsoever. Okay, once we get past that hurdle, right? So, I don't know. I don't read the comments. I don't really care. I show up with bedhead and no makeup because I apologize. I really don't care what people think. But I thought it was funny. Because, so I love the movie Idiocracy. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's fabulous. It's funny. And it's very poignant to the sense of what we're dealing with right now in society. So there's a lot of value in that. Anywho, I thought it was funny. I make a joke about Idiocracy. Crocs really aren't shoes. They're molded styrofoam. It's an incredible business model because it's basically recycled garbage, that they're making into fashionable footwear. I don't know who you had to sell your soul to get that deal, but it's a good one. But anyway, I made a joke about Idiocracy and Crocs being for subhumans because in Idiocracy, it is the non-thinkers, like they degraded into the sense of idiocracy, right? and they only wore Crocs. And so anyway, I make a joke about Idiocracy. Bless. Nobody got it. Nobody. Well, I take that back. There was like 200 and some comments, maybe more now. Like 1 to 2 people got it, which I guess is on par, because when you're in the 99th percentile or the 98th percentile, 1% is gonna understand you, unfortunately. So anyway, all these people didn't understand the joke, and apparently are very attached to their crocky walkies. Okay, so they come up and they're like, "You're a hateful person. How dare you?" Blah, blah, blah. And then they start like stalking my Facebook page to see my videos and like see my child and comment on my child. And I'm like, they're trolls, right? These people are trolls. But this is a wonderful lesson in the sense of what we should do and what we shouldn't do as far as behavior wise. Okay. So I understand not everyone's going to be like me. As much as I would love to talk to everybody about philosophy and herbal medicine and, you know, the things that excite me and that excite my mind, not everybody can handle that conversation. Okay. You have to meet people where they are and have that conversation. And, you know, a lot of times people will surprise you. You can have wonderful conversations with a lot of people, but you can't have your conversation with everyone. So we have to meet in the middle there. However, it was very telling. And, you know, I waited because I was like, okay, they just don't get the joke. And I even was so kind to post something like, hey, this is a joke about Idiocracy. Well, because we truly are living in the movie, nobody checked nobody checked the updates, and they continued and continued. And I'm like, nah, they're gonna quit. These people, they're gonna quit. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna figure it out. They're gonna get it, and they're gonna quit. No, they keep. And now I'm a little concerned because, I mean, yeah, Crocs are the funny shoe for stupid people in Idiocracy, but now I'm a little concerned. Like, maybe that plastic is leaching into your skin or something, because you're clearly not thinking straight. But so anyway, then they start like stalking my page and making fun of my daughter and like just trolling, calling me hateful when you're doing the very same thing. But I got a little amused. Okay, after a while, when they still didn't get it, then I'm like, now I'm a little amused by this. You know, I grew up in the Northeast. We tend to have kind of an intellectual, cynical sense of humor, so I did become a little amused by that. I'm sorry, but it made me smile. But here's the lesson here, okay? When you don't understand someone, ask for clarification. Anything you don't understand. I don't care if it's a person, a topic, whatever. If you're like, I don't know how to do this, or this seems weird, go ask somebody. Ask, and you will learn, right? So in any field, doesn't matter what field, you could have a doctor, surgeon, whatever. Anyone who is unwilling to learn, that is the only time you are truly stupid. Okay? There are plenty of well-educated people that think that they know everything already, and that is when they become stupid, is because you quit learning. You could be the dumbest person around, but if you ask questions and you're interested in learning, you're going to continue to grow and continue to excel, right? Don't fight with people on the internet. Like, the internet is not real life, okay? Nobody cares about it. It's garbage, right? It's a distraction from reality, right? Here's reality. The internet is a distraction. It's like, hey, don't think for yourself. Shiny, 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 shiny thing. Who do you think wants us distracted from the real world? The people who are trying to screw you over. So get off the internet, take a break, go take a hike out in some of this beautiful nature, right? Ground yourself, get yourself together, because people don't, like, people matter. People in your life matter, but like an opinion on the internet does not, okay? And you are allowing a stranger and a joke that you didn't get to ruin your day and wreck your vibe, do you know how emotionally immature that is? I mean, it's one thing, like, if you feel some type of way, like, oh my God, my sister and I are fighting, or whatever, that makes sense. But if you're getting riled up and upset over a joke on the internet that you didn't get, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go do something else. You know? Go do something else. Oh my God. Um, like, and I apologize. I apologize that you didn't get the joke, or a lot of them didn't, you know. I tried to explain it for you and be like, they wore Crocs in democracy. This is why it's funny. It's sarcasm. But you couldn't read. So, past that, can't help you. Now I'm making a video on emotional maturity, how to behave on the internet, and how to not let yourself be so affected by others. Because, like, no offense, I could give a shit, right? I could give a shit about what people think. I don't care. And let me tell you this. There is so much freedom when you stop caring about what anybody thinks. Like, here's the deal. Some of these celebrities, I would never want to be them. They literally have to post all the time because they're like, oh, I just need people to like me so I can get money and I can get this. Like, that would suck. That would suck. There is so much freedom in being like, I don't care if you like me. I'm not brushing my hair today. I put makeup on. I installed the dishwasher this morning. Like, I got shit to do. I'm not putting makeup on. I don't care. I don't care. You know? There's so much freedom in that. When you stop caring what other people think, you've got the freedom to express yourself. You've got the freedom to be. Who cares? Who cares what anybody thinks but you? Y'all need some positive affirmations in your life. Okay? So, you know, when I was like young 20s, teenager, I had a hard time too with, you know, figuring out where you are in life, what you mean, whatever. Get into some hobbies. You know, find some hobbies that you really enjoy. I did crocheting for a while. Cooking's fun. Gluten-free bakery, gardening, like whatever, you know. I've got a business and a job and like side gigs. And then I think to myself, like, why do I have like 3+ jobs? Well, because I get bored. You know, I got to stay interested. I don't know. Get a hobby. I mean, nobody's perfect. Like, there's times I watch TV and I should be like reading a book or doing something fun. But we're human. We get tired. I understand. But for real, like, the TV and social media, it's just there to dumb you down so that you're more complacent when they want to screw you over. That's what it's for. It's you know, back in the day they called the TV the idiot box. Now the phone is the idiot box. Okay. Of course, is it a tool? Yeah. I'm on it all the time, ordering groceries, researching something. But what you fill your mind with is what you become. So whatever you're putting into your brain, whatever you're focusing on, and this is true for real life too, whatever you focus on is what you get more of. If you go through life and you've got a negative mindset and you're always looking for something bad to happen, guess what you're going to notice, and guess what's going to happen to you? More bad stuff. If you work on positive affirmations and you're like, hey, today's going to be a great day. I'm going to get lucky today. Not like in that sense, but I just mean it's going to be a pleasant day. You know, everything's coming my way. It's coming up sunshine and rainbows. You're going to get more good luck, more sunshine and rainbows. It's going to be positive for you. And I know it's hard when you're in the pit. You're like, oh man, I feel miserable. I can't think about sunshine and rainbows. I know you can't. It's hard. But, you know, there's that thing, fake it till you make it, and it feels yucky. But if you smile or laugh, it tricks your brain into thinking that it's happy. So, like, even if you got to walk around with like this cheesy grin, you know, it's tricking your brain into thinking you're happy. If you giggle too much or giggle at odd times like I do, it's tricking your brain into healing itself and thinking that it's happy, which is great. Because that's like little dopamine receptors, and it's training your brain to be positive and be happy. You might sound like an idiot, right? I don't care. I'm not miserable. You gotta train your mind. Your mind is a muscle. So the way you work it, the way you train it, that's how it's gonna be. If you focus on negativity, you focus on talking shit, that's what you're going to be. You're going to be shit, because that's what you're consuming yourself into. If you're fixing yourself with instant gratification, well, guess what? You're going to have a real short term. It's kind of like eating sugar, right? You eat sugar and you're like full for a second, and then your body's like, oh my God, I'm hungry again, because there's no nutrients in that, you know? Same with content. Digest something healthy, something real, something with substance, you know, something that's going to fill you, fill your heart, fill your soul, fill your mind. I think we need a lot more of that right now. And, you know, I'm sorry. I really want to make content like this and be different, so that, you know, some of you have something positive to watch that isn't just like flashy garbage. And honestly, I should just do it more. I'm sorry. I just get busy and I don't want to be seen on camera. I'm not into social media that much. Like, I'm not full of myself. I'll try some more. I know it's good. You know, it's gonna help somebody. So, gotta give out some things for free. But if you have a calling to change, I do coaching and counseling, holistic health coaching as my job. But honestly, it's just fun to share for free. It's fun to share because hopefully it'll change somebody. Hopefully it'll affect somebody, you know, and make somebody's days more positive. But anyway, if you're out there, you're fighting with somebody over politics or an opinion or some other garbage, just put the phone down, go take a nature walk, y'all. Like, you're gonna have such a better day. Doesn't matter. None of this stuff you're worried about even matters. Go hug your kids and take a walk and have a blessed day.